ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ken Smith along with Craig Campbell courtside at Whiteoak High School as we kick off the SHAC season of basketball on C103 and 99.5 The Edge. Games on both stations tonight. We, of course, are on 99.5 The Edge with Manchester, the visiting team on the scoreboard at Whiteoak for the Whiteoak Lady Cats home opener. On our other station, C103, our sister station, it will be the Fairfield Lady Lions at West Union facing off against the Lady Dragons. So that game is over on C103. Our game is not only on 99.5 The Edge, but you can also watch it on goodguysradiotv.com. You'll be able to watch that on our website. Also, we'll be streaming live to Facebook as well as YouTube. So plenty of ways to watch tonight's game. Manchester at Whiteoak with our season kickoff. We have a short week this week as, of course, the holiday kind of messes up the week as far as basketball schedules go. We will have a total of 3 broadcasts for you. Our other broadcast is going to be tomorrow night, and that will be Eastern at Georgetown, and that game will also be on 99.5 The Edge. So 2 games tonight, 1 game tomorrow night, and then we skip all the way to next Monday with Whiteoak at Eastern as well as Ripley at Fayetteville, as we'll have our first full week of broadcast next week. By the way, Elena Mays is my producer back in the studio tonight on 99.5 The Edge. Matt Hildebrand, our producer for goodguysradiotv.com. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of our tip-off show right after this on 99.5 The Edge and goodguysradiotv.com.
Whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or baseball, no matter the sport, the Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support it. Games like these are possible due to booster support like the Manchester Athletic Boosters. The Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support this broadcast of Manchester sports. Wishing good luck to our Manchester Greyhounds. Go Greyhounds!
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Trot to Barry Chevrolet this November and see what your best deal dealer has to offer. Ready to gobble up great deals on your next vehicle? We have a feast of options. Whether you're looking for a family-friendly SUV, powerful truck, or gas-saving sedan, we have something for everyone. This month, enjoy incredible savings and financing offers that will make your wallet feel as full as your Thanksgiving plate. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and leave a like, comment, and review on our Facebook page. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to take a look at the Manchester Lady Greyhounds roster. Before we do that, though, let's talk about the one game they have already had. They came out on the short side in a nail-biter against New Boston. They lost that game in overtime, 66-58. I believe that game was Saturday. And Bella Hughes and Faith Scott, the 2 freshmen on the team, or 2 of the freshmen, I should say, on the team, led the team in scoring and rebounds. Bella Hughes with 15 points, 9 rebounds, and Faith Scott with 13 points and 9 rebounds. So, unfortunately, again, they lost that game in double overtime, but still seems like a pretty good way to start out the season for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Let's take a look at the roster for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Jordan Johnson, the coach, his second year at Manchester, assisted by Chaz Mack, Jeremy Darnell, as well as Brooke Kennedy and Joel Hansen. The athletic director is Aaron Lockhart, principal Tim Davis, superintendent Nick Roberts at Manchester High School. Let's start the roster with a 5'8" freshman. Wearing number 1, that's Kenley Truesdell. Hope Scott wears number 10. She's 5'3" and a freshman. Gabby Arnett, a senior at 5'5", wears number 11. Number 20 is Jessa Tadlock. She's 5'4" and a freshman. Reagan Wyckoff, a senior at 5'4", wears number 22. Destiny Alexander is number 23. She's 5'6" and a sophomore. Kaya Johnson, a 5'4" freshman, wears number 24. Maddie Curtis, wearing number 25. She's a 5'10" freshman. Bella Hughes, 5'8" and a freshman, wears number 30. Faith Scott, 5'3" and a freshman, wearing number 33. Abby Naria wears number 34. She's 6'2" and a junior. And Mahala Brown wears number 44. She's 6 foot tall and a junior. Some definite height for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. 5'10", 6 foot, and 6'2". Most coaches would be happy to have just one of those players on their team, and to have 3 for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds might be an advantage with that size down underneath. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back and look at the roster for the Whiteoak Lady Cats right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
The holidays. For many of us, they can be the happiest time of the year. But it's easy to get caught up in the craziness. As you scramble through your holiday list, don't forget the families who are struggling and the kids who don't have enough to eat. Your gift helps deliver food and resources to children and families who need them. So make a difference this year and put kids who need help on your holiday list. Giving feels good.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the season opener for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, again hosting the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. It's now time to take a look at the Whiteoak Lady Cats roster. It begins with a freshman wearing number 0, that's Jada Combs. A sophomore wearing number 2 is Charlie Hauke. Kylie Ham is wearing number 10, she's a senior. Jillian Lucas, a freshman, wears number 11. Addison Roberts, a senior, wearing number 15. Number 20 is Addie Hauke. She's a sophomore. And Tori Potts, wearing number 24, is a senior. That's a look at the roster for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And I didn't give you any heights for them. And, well, one of the reasons for that is they're pretty much identical across the board. Everybody is somewhere in that neighborhood of about 5'5" to 5'7". Not much height to be found for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. But they make up for that for the lack of height with speed, and they certainly have plenty of speed. We'll take another quick break here. Well, I tell you what, we're not too far away from the national anthem as everybody getting ready to get this game underway here courtside at Whiteoak High School. Let me tell you real quickly who those officials are for this basketball game. J.R. Moberly, Danny Croy, and Richie Butler will be our officials for tonight's basketball game at Whiteoak High School. Looking around the gymnasium, I don't see a whole lot of changes from last year. I think this floor got painted last year, if I remember correctly, or maybe the year before. There are some lights, some new lights, like stage lights, strobe lights and stuff that are hanging over above the home side of the grandstands pointed at the floor. So that's pretty cool. They are lights that are robotic, so they have movement. And my guess is we're probably going to see our favorite little thing, and that is when they go to announce the teams, they'll turn the lights out. And so Craig and I will have to quickly grab our phones to be able to see. So we are about ready to honor America here courtside. We'll take a quick break and be back to look at your starters and have our tip-off right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained. Because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. In November, there's really only one dish that we gather our entire family around the table to enjoy. And that's pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza, where right now you could get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, and it's just $13.99. Be thankful for their fast, snappy delivery and order online at snappytomato.com. Snappy Delivery.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
In coaches poll, these two teams picked, Manchester picked to finish in Division II in the number 5 spot. Whiteoak picked to finish second in Division II. So at least in the preseason coaches poll, the coaches thought that Whiteoak would have the advantage in this basketball game. So we'll see how that coaches poll stands up in this game. It's time to go ahead and take a look at the starters. Craig, who we got starting in this contest?
For the visiting Manchester Lady Greyhounds, they have number 22, Reagan Wyckoff, number 23, Destiny Alexander, Bella Hughes, number 30, Faith Scott, number 33, and Abby Naria, number 34. That's 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and 1 senior. Starting for the Lady Wildcats of Whiteoak, they have number 2, Charlie Hauk, number 10, Kylie Ham. Addison Roberts wears number 15. Addie Hauk wears number 20. Tori Potts is number 24. We have 3 seniors and 2 sophomores on that roster.
So a little bit more experience than the Manchester Lady Greyhounds with those couple of freshmen. But you might see that note I put on your stats there that those 2 freshmen led the team in their game against Glenwood New Boston. Hughes with 15 points, Scott with 13 points. So the freshmen bringing something to the team for sure.
Bringing something to the table with, as the year goes by, you know they're going to get some experience, and that'll only get better.
We should be just about ready for tip-off. Let's take one final break and be back with the tip-off right after this on 99.5 The Edge.
Whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or baseball, no matter the sport, the Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support it. Games like these are possible due to booster support like the Manchester Athletic Boosters. The Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support this broadcast of Manchester sports. Wishing good luck to our Manchester Greyhounds. Go Greyhounds!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The tip is up and controlled by the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Roberts will have the basketball out top to set the offense. Goes left side, Hauke with a shot for a three is up and good. That's the way to start things off.
Yeah, Addie Hauke there. I misspoke on giving the rosters there. It is Hauke and also Charlie Hauke.
Back on the other end of things, Manchester will answer with a three-point shot out on the right side wing by Bella Hughes. They did give her three. Yeah, it is a three shot. It looks like we're going to see a 1-2-2 zone, or is that a man that just looks like a 1-2-2?
It's a quick outside matchup. The point guard there, Destiny Alexander, she's all over the place.
Basketball over on the right-hand side. Ham will drive in, stops and pops from the right side, low block, and gets it to go. Make it a 5-3 score. Back the other direction. Ham cuts off a pass intended for the right side wing guard, but on the left side layup, couldn't get it to drop. Roberts with a rebound. She's guarded pretty tough underneath, couldn't get the stick back, and now we're going to have a dual possession, and it's going to go the way of Manchester.
Manchester showing some spunk here at the getting that offensive rebound and getting the tie up.
By the way, coming up at halftime, Craig's going to have all kind of individual stats for you with the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show. Again, in the right side corner, another three look by Hughes. No good. Stick back. The first one missed, and the second one did as well. Naria on that second stick back. First one, I think, was off the hands of Scott. Back the other direction will go. Whiteoak Lady Cats with the basketball out top. Ham goes inside, gets it to Potts. Back to Ham with the old give and go, and the shot goes.
Yeah, nice move. Kylie Ham gave the ball up and went and got it. Nice shot.
With the basketball out top, Lady Greyhounds have it. And Alexander feeds it inside. They'll kick it back outside Hughes. She's got it right side. Now they'll reverse it around the top to Scott. And back around to Hughes again. Now in the corner to Scott. Scott might have had a foot on the line. Doesn't matter. It popped out. Down underneath Alexander with a putback. Gets the shot rejected. And back the other direction on the layup under pressure. That was Addie Hauke. Couldn't get that one to go either. Score remains 7-3 Whiteoak.
Whiteoak really wanting to run the ball. They're getting out quick. It's a couple layups already.
Well, they did that a lot last year. In fact, Craig, I'm pretty sure we're going to see them do some full court pressing at some point. They love to pressure in the backcourt and get some layups.
Yes, defense and speed, that's the name of their game.
First foul of the basketball game. Looks like Ham's going to collect it as Hughes tried to drive in on the left side baseline.
Yep, Kylie Ham just didn't move her feet quite enough there. Picks up her first foul, team foul.
What is it Coach used to always say? Foot on the baseline.
Foot on the baseline.
Alexander looking to put it in, and she does. Gets it into the hands of Wyckoff. Now out top, it'll go Scott. She'll dribble around the right-hand side and lost it away, but it got tracked back down as Naria had it. Now with it is going to be Alexander. Out top again, Wyckoff. Now left side. With it is going to be Hughes. They double team Hughes, and there's a steal as Roberts comes up with it out on the layup under pressure. She gets it to go.
Addison Roberts with her, that basket has 5 points now.
Faith Scott will bring it up the floor. Goes left side Alexander into Naria. Backdoor Hughes up off the glass. Didn't drop. Scott on the rebound has it tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off Whiteoak.
Those are the kind of shots that Manchester will have to hit. That was a little bit under pressure, but it was a short one.
Timeout's going to be called by the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. We're going to take one as well. Wildcats lead it by 6, 9-3, with 4:55 to go in the first. We're back after this on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big weekend of football ahead. The Ohio Bobcats will host Ball State Friday, pregame at 11, kickoff at noon. Ohio State hosts the team up north. What was that? The team that shall not be mentioned, or something like that. Those guys in that state just north of us there. That'll be on Saturday, pregame at 10:30. Kickoff is at noon, and then the Bengals, of course, will host the Steelers. Another rival. That's on Sunday. Pregame at 11:30, kickoff at 1 right here on 99.5 The Edge. We are ready to resume action. Alexander looking to put it in bounds and does to Wyckoff. She'll bring it back out top against man-to-man defense by the Wildcats. Pass right side, now back left side to Scott. And they'll reverse it around to Alexander. Good ball movement by the Manchester Lady Greyhounds, but then they throw it away. One too many passes. Ham with it. Under pressure, gets the layup to go.
Kylie Ham now with 3 buckets to go with 6 points.
The Lady Greyhounds getting back to defend those layups. But so far, Whiteoak, I think, has only missed one of them. Hughes will try a 3 from the left-hand side. That one no good. Backside rebound. We've got a foul called, and I think it's going to go against Whiteoak. No, it's going to be against Manchester.
Fouls on Faith Scott of Manchester, her first. That's only the team first. We do have a substitution for the Lady Greyhounds. Mahala Brown, she enters the game replacing Abby Naria.
Replacing height with height.
They've
got a lot of it.
A 6-foot junior replacing the 6'2" junior. So, yeah, those two girls are tall.
Hauke passes right side Roberts against this zone. And they are extending that zone out. And, wow, Addie Hauke gets the open 3 on the right-hand side. And Manchester needs to get another score here. Scott with the basketball left side. Reverses right side Alexander. They look in but don't try to go inside. They got Hughes down in the corner. Instead they go in the paint. Shot up no good by Brown. And on the rebound it's going to be the Lady Cats. I believe in some of the preseason discussions, the discussion about Manchester was that they were going to struggle a bit to figure out who's going to be able to get the scoring done, and we're seeing that a little bit.
Jillian Lucas will come into the game for the Lady Wildcats. She's a freshman.
Lady Greyhounds have the basketball. With it out top is going to be Scott. Goes right side Hughes. She is double teamed and caught out by the half court line. Scott then ends up with it and is double teamed and gets tied up in a dual possession.
Yeah, Bella Hughes, or no, it is Faith Scott. Excuse me. She gives up a lot of height there when she gets double teamed. That's tough.
Basketball will go the way of the Wildcats. Roberts goes right side. Hauke reverses to Lucas. Now they go left side. There's Hauke again for another 3. Wow.
My.
That's 3 for 3, isn't it?
It is.
And the Greyhounds will turn it away as they get just a little bit rattled on the offensive end. Might be time for another timeout.
Into the game for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds, number 11, Gabby Arnett, and Kylie Ham back into the game for the Lady Wildcats. 5 quick turnovers here in the first 5 minutes of this game for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds.
Roberts with a basketball, hands it off out top to Lucas. They go inside to Potts, back out. Ham with it right side for 3. That one off the mark. And a fight for the rebound. Roberts able to take it away. Back out to Hauke for another 3. And that's 4 for 4. Her dad told me before the game that her goal was to make 17 threes per game.
Wow, that's a pretty lofty goal, but you never know. She's on pace.
Yeah, she's on pace. By the way, I missed who made that basket down underneath.
That was Mahala Brown. I misspoke earlier. Addie's only got 3 3-pointers right now. Sorry, we were trying to give her an extra one.
Oh, that was the third one?
Yeah, that was the
All
third
right.
one.
I thought that was 4.
So did I at first.
All right.
And that was the first turnover by the Lady Wildcats.
2:19 to go in the first quarter. By the way, we will honor one of these outstanding athletes afterwards. Lucas gets a steal, and the layup is good. 22-5 the score, Whiteoak on top. We will honor one of these athletes when we name them the Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. We've got a foul, I think it's going to go against the Whiteoak Lady Cats. A little too aggressive on the steal there. Again, that's the Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union.
That foul was on actually Reagan Wyckoff of the Lady Greyhounds. After she lost the ball,
recovery foul.
Recovery foul.
Potts with it inside, kicks it out to Roberts. Baseline for 2. That's no good. Potts on the backside with the rebound. Feeds it back in to Roberts. Turnaround, up and in.
Addison Roberts now with 7 points for the first quarter.
Lady Greyhounds will bring it across the timeline. Still facing man-to-man. Well, I'm not sure if it is man-to-man because they're pulling a trap off the first pass. Drive in, no good. Stick back is good by Brown. Lady Cats with the basketball. Roberts with it out top. Left side Lucas. Now Ham in the corner. Back to Lucas. Lost away, but Ham tracks it down. They'll go right side. And that is Charlie Hauke with the 3 attempt. That one no good. Down underneath, a foul committed. And this one's going to go against the Greyhounds.
Addison Roberts with her first. That's the team's second foul. And that's Addison Roberts to the foul line to shoot 2. Apologize.
44. Yeah, everybody got it wrong, Craig. It wasn't just you.
I know he put up the 1-5, and I'm looking, Manchester doesn't have a 15.
Everybody takes a little while to get in the groove, us included, the officials included, the players included. The season has to start somewhere.
Jada Combs into the game for the Lady Wildcats. She's going to replace Tori Potts.
Combs, another one of those freshmen. Roberts gets them both. Make it 26-7 for your scoreboard update. The Cats leading the Greyhounds. Hughes will have it out top, guarded by Roberts. Goes to Alexander left side. Alexander passes back to Hughes. Hughes going to try and drive through the paint, loses it, or maybe that was intended as a pass, but Brown ended up with it. They'll bring it back out. Alexander right side. Now they'll reverse it around to Hughes in the corner. Hughes drives the baseline, has her shot partially blocked. The ball's loose. It'll end up out of bounds off Whiteoak, I think. So lucky break there for the Lady Greyhounds. 41 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Greyhounds will inbound underneath. They'll get it to Alexander. She'll dribble it out left side wing. Now out top to Wyckoff. Back to Alexander, inside to Brown. It got tipped away. She has to track it down and ends up saving it back into the hands of the Lady Wildcats.
That is turnover number 8 for the Lady Greyhounds.
Ham will try a 3 from the left side. That's no good. With the rebound is Combs from the free throw line. No good. Ham with another rebound. And she has her shot, has the ball taken away. Alexander comes up with it. She's going to go coast to coast. Shot up and, did not get the friendly roll. I thought it was going to drop in. She'll have to earn the points from the free throw line. Thought she was going to get an old-fashioned 3 there.
Yeah, that stayed up on the rim for a few seconds there. We thought it was going to fall. That foul was on Charlie Hauke, her first, team third.
9.6 seconds to go in the first quarter. Remember, the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime report will be at halftime. We have a whole nother quarter to go first. First free throw is good by Alexander. Make it 26-8. Whiteoak on top.
Maddie Curtis into the game for the Lady Greyhounds. She replaces Reagan Wyckoff.
Another one of the tall young ladies on the Lady Greyhound team. Curtis at 5'10". Second free throw is also good.
We have a substitution for the Lady Wildcats. Addie Hauke back into the game.
I think we're going to have a timeout first with just 9 seconds left. I think Coach Ron Harris wants to set up a play here, try to use this final 9 seconds to get something dialed in. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Trot to Barry Chevrolet this November and see what your best deal dealer has to offer. Ready to gobble up great deals on your next vehicle? We have a feast of options. Whether you're looking for a family-friendly SUV, powerful truck, or gas-saving sedan, we have something for everyone. This month, enjoy incredible savings and financing offers that will make your wallet feel as full as your Thanksgiving plate. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and leave a like, comment, and review on our Facebook page. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of a time correction. 8.5 seconds left on the clock. See what the Lady Wildcats are going to try.
Good coaching moment here. You know, you never know.
Right, certainly didn't need the timeout with only 8 seconds left and a pretty sizable lead in this first quarter. So obviously Coach Harris wants to try something, and he does. It's a three-point shot by Hauke, a play they tried to run over on the right-hand side. It did not work. And a last-second heave by Alexander at the buzzer, also no good. That's how we'll end the first quarter. Whiteoak leading Manchester 26-9. We're back with second quarter action after this on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. We want to invite you to stick with us for postgame. As always, we will give you complete game stats. No mistakes included, I'm sure.
Yes.
Again, first game, everything gets everybody's rusty for sure coming into the first game. But we'll also talk to the winning coach and our coach's comment show and name that Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game as well. Manchester has the basketball to start things off here in the second quarter. Alexander able to get past the pressure, and what was intended as a shot by Scott ended up as a bunny shot down underneath, but unfortunately did not connect on that. I believe that was Curtis. Back the other direction. Who was that? Ham?
Addison Roberts. Nice pass by Kylie Ham. Assist to her.
Make it 28-9. Whiteoak leading. Alexander with the basketball. Feeds it down underneath. Turnaround shot, no good. Off the hands of Maddie Curtis, but she's fouled and will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
Nice strong take by Curtis. That's going to be a foul on Jada Combs. Her first, team first of this quarter.
No doubt about it, Craig. A little bit of an Achilles heel here for the Whiteoak Lady Cats in the fact that they only have 7 players.
Absolutely.
They get in foul trouble.
Any kind of foul trouble, they're in trouble.
Yep.
Charlie Hauke and Tori Potts back into the game for the Lady Wildcats.
First free throw did not find its mark. Let's see if Curtis can get this one to go. And she does.
First point for Maddie Curtis.
Good defense on the other end as Hughes deflects the pass out of bounds intended for Ham. So the Lady Cats will inbound. Addie Hauke out there to pull the trigger. By the way, the twins are on the floor together right now. First we've seen that. Addie and Charlie Hauke. Ham with it out top. Drives inside, kicks it back out to Lucas. Lucas drives the baseline. She'll go back out top. Addie Hauke for a 2. That one off the mark. And with the rebound, it's going to be Brown for the Lady Greyhounds. Scott with it. Scott will push it up the floor to Alexander. Alexander. Well, nice pass around the defense. It got loose, though, and then they end up turning it over. As coming up with it is going to be Potts on the layup for the Lady Cats. It's good.
Tori Potts with her first basket of the game.
Scott goes right side to Hughes, now out to Alexander. Alexander will bring it out top and set the offense. Goes right side off the screen. Tries to get it to Brown. It got deflected out to Scott, and they try to go back inside to Brown. Overpassed it a little bit. Back the other direction. A three-point shot by Hauke. No good. That was Addie Hauke. Scott with a rebound. Scott's going to try and push it up the floor. Had it tipped loose from behind by Charlie Hauke. And a steal by the Lady Cats.
3 quick turnovers now for the Lady Greyhounds this quarter.
This time it'll be Charlie Hauke who tries the 3. That one is no good.
Substitutions. We have Addison Roberts back into the game for the Lady Wildcats, and we have Reagan Wyckoff and Abby Naria back in for the Lady Greyhounds.
6:05 to go in the first half. 20-point lead for the Lady Cats. Scott will bring it up the floor. Goes left side Alexander inside to Naria. Now to Scott. Then Alexander. Good ball movement by the Lady Cats. Hughes for a 3 in the corner. A little too strong. Ends up out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. They're making the passes.
Yeah, that's this pressure zone defense, this trapping zone defense, it has caused a few turnovers, but they're doing very well.
Coach Jordan Johnson for the Manchester Lady Greyhounds trying to get the ladies to adapt, and it looks like they are doing so. They're just not getting the baskets to drop. On the other end, Potts underneath couldn't connect. And with the rebound, briefly was the Greyhounds. It was taken away by Ham. Then Potts will lose it, I think, out of bounds. So they're going to say it was touched last by the Lady Greyhounds, though.
They'll call it a deflection and stay with the Lady Wildcats.
5:31 to go in the first half. Roberts looking to get it inbounds and does to Hauke. The Potts and then into Roberts in the paint. Scoop shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Wyckoff. Wyckoff dribbles past the defense, gets it to Alexander. Now they find Hughes left side off balance a little bit. Scott with a rebound. Out to Alexander. Then Wyckoff now into Naria. Naria double teamed, loses it away. It'll end up out of bounds.
Naria had the right idea. She's going to do a drop step and put it up, but she just lost control.
So the Lady Cats will walk it up the floor. We haven't seen any full court pressure really out of either team. Potts hands it off out top for a three-point shot by Lucas.
Jillian Lucas, her first 3. She has 5 points now.
Alexander into Naria, out to Hughes. The inside-outside works for getting shooters open, but they're passing up the shots. Scott goes right side to Wyckoff. Back to Scott, back to Wyckoff again as they work it around the three-point arc. Alexander to Wyckoff, now to Scott. They keep looking in. There's Hughes on the backside. Shots up and good. Nice look.
Very nice assist there by Faith Scott, and Hughes with the bucket.
Ahead it'll go to Lucas. She'll try another 3. This one does not drop, but she follows her shot. Tipped it to Potts, who puts it up and in.
Tori Potts with 2 baskets this quarter.
Make it 35-12. The Whiteoak Lady Cats leading the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Wyckoff to Hughes, right side corner. Hughes has her shot partially blocked and almost worked out for Naria, but she had it tipped away. Roberts on the drive, inside the paint, it's good.
Addison Roberts with the coast to coast.
Hughes will bring it up the floor this time. Left side Alexander. Back out top, then to Alexander again. Wyckoff, right side Scott. Now Alexander and then Hughes. Hughes is going to drive in, had it tipped away, and Naria ended up with it. And on the turnaround, she's fouled.
Nice strong take. She'll get that foul. Addie Hauke with her first foul. Naria to the line to shoot 2.
think we're seeing a little more aggressive play out of the post players for the Greyhounds this year.
Yeah, they don't look timid at all.
Naria on the free throw line. Couldn't get the first one to go. She'll get a second. A couple of substitutions first.
Charlie Hauke back into the game for the Wildcats, and Gabby Arnett into the game for the Lady Greyhounds.
Tonight's coverage sponsored in part by Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to begin your pathway to completion.
Naria a little short on the second free throw.
Ham will have it. Goes into the corner. Oh, yep, she double dribbled. Wasn't sure if the official was going to catch it.
She didn't play it off very well. She
right.
knew she did. Referee kind of went off of her emotions.
She lost her poker face. Is that what you're saying? With the basketball in the corner, Wyckoff to Alexander. Scott, right side. Sorry, that's Wyckoff. And then it gets tipped away, and Roberts comes up with a steal. Gets it to Ham. Ham a little too strong on that pass. Hauke couldn't hang on to it. Ended up out of bounds. Turnover for turnover there.
Little no look, and the player wasn't where she thought she was going to be.
That's Gabby Arnett who joined the floor. I know you gave that already, Craig, but it didn't register in my brain. Shot from the right side by Wyckoff for three is no good. Almost ended up getting her own rebound. Good job following the shot, but it ends up being tipped out of bounds by Wyckoff. It'll go the way of the Lady Cats. Roberts with it to Ham, back to Roberts. The old give and go off the glass even. She didn't call it, but it's good.
Addison Roberts leads all scorers with 15.
That's that senior leadership. Basketball inside Naria, triple teamed. Had it lost away, but got it back. Out to Alexander. Alexander, yep, she had a double dribble. Picked it up because she saw a pass, and then it closed. The lane closed before she could do anything with it and thought she could just keep dribbling. That did not work. Roberts hands it off right side. Potts now to Hauke. And Charlie Hauke with it, left side, and she has it tipped away, and they'll say that she touched it last. So
tipped off of her leg, out of bounds. Back into the game for the Lady Greyhounds. Maddie Curtis replaces Abby Naria.
2:07 to go in the first half. 39-12 the score, with the Lady Cats leading the Lady Greyhounds. Alexander skipped court to Wyckoff. Wyckoff had it on the right side, but taken away by Charlie Hauke. But a timeout called by the Lady Cats. We'll take one as well with 1:54 to go in the first half. Again, it's 39-12. Whiteoak on top. We're back after this on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
The holidays. For many of us, they can be the happiest time of the year. But it's easy to get caught up in the craziness. As you scramble through your holiday list, don't forget the families who are struggling and the kids who don't have enough to eat. Your gift helps deliver food and resources to children and families who need them. So make a difference this year and put kids who need help on your holiday list. Giving feels good.
Welcome back courtside. Lady Cats will have the basketball coming out of the timeout as we work our way toward the Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show. Also coming up at halftime, that 99.5 The Edge studio update. Elena Mays back in the studio. We'll catch you up on everything happening in the wide world of sports. Lady Cats have it. Potts to Hauke, back to Charlie Hauke in the corner. And I think she stepped on the line. Yep, trying to drive the baseline, stepped out of bounds.
Nice defense by Reagan Wyckoff to body her up and make her go out of bounds.
Foot on the baseline.
That worked out.
Scott with the basketball. She drives through the defense, passes left side Alexander. Now to Wyckoff, and they try to get it right side to Arnett. It was tipped away. It'll stay with the Lady Cats.
Lady Cats.
Or, I'm sorry, Lady Greyhounds.
Lady Cats defense, they know how to play the passing lane. That was a nice deflection by Addie Hauke.
Scott will have it on the inbound, comes off the screen, gets stopped. Still dribbling over there against Ham and gets it into the hands of Wyckoff. Wyckoff trying to dribble to the corner, has it tipped away by Hauke. So the Lady Greyhounds will inbound again, almost the same spot as last time. First a substitution.
Bella Hughes back into the game for the Lady Greyhounds, replaces Gabby Arnett.
So Hughes looking to inbound. She will to Wyckoff. Wyckoff will bring it out to the top of the key, reverses dribble, goes back right. Had it tipped away, and Roberts, going to get the over and back call, which will probably work out well on the side of the Lady Greyhounds, because I think Roberts could have got a layup out of that.
She was going after it, and I think she was going to beat her to the ball and get that layup. You're right.
And somebody came in, Lucas maybe, who tries the three and nails it. Nice inbound.
Jillian Lucas now 2 threes for a total of 8 points.
I think that's who came in to replace Ham. I know Ham went out.
I missed that, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Scott with the basketball to Wyckoff. Still over on the right-hand side of the floor, out behind the three-point line. They go inside to Curtis. Back out. Alexander tries the three. That one no good. Backside rebound fought for. Lucas tracks it down. Up the floor they go to Charlie Hauke for the layup. No good. And on the rebound, we've got a foul committed, I think, by Charlie Hauke.
Number 2, Charlie Hauke. That's her second foul.
36.4 seconds to go in the first half. Whiteoak with a 30-point lead. 42-12 the score. Again, Whiteoak leading Manchester. Scott hands it off right side. Oh, Hughes had a foot on the line. That's a turnover. Unfortunate turnover. Again, early season mistakes.
Yeah, those mistakes are something that can be coached and fixed and won't happen again.
And Craig, I don't know about you, but despite the fact that Manchester trails by 30 points at this point in the basketball game, I think there's a future for these Lady Greyhounds. They're doing all the right things, just not necessarily each time down the floor. They've got to get it all put together.
This is a really tough matchup for them for the first game or second game of the season for them.
Right. Roberts tries one from the left-hand side for three. That's no good. And on the rebound, it goes out of bounds off Whiteoak. So the Lady Greyhounds with one more shot here with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Scott with it across the line to Alexander. There's the double team. Alexander dribbles out of it, gets down to the corner, tries to pass it back out to Wyckoff. It's intercepted, but then Lucas throws it away. So it'll end up out of bounds with 2.8 seconds. Manchester will have time to get a final shot. They're going to have to cover a lot of ground quickly.
Madison Roberts down full court. She says, I don't think so.
And it got tipped around, and they could not get a shot off, and that's how we will end the first half, with the Whiteoak Lady Cats leading the Manchester Lady Greyhounds 42-12. Stick with us. The Baxla Tractor Sales halftime show coming up right after this.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained. Because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. In November, there's really only one dish that we gather our entire family around the table to enjoy. And that's pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza, where right now you could get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, and it's just $13.99. Be thankful for their fast, snappy delivery and order online at snappytomato.com. Snappy delivery.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Baxla Tractor Sales Halftime Report. Looking at scoring by the quarters, Whiteoak in control of this game from pretty early on as they outscore Manchester by 19 points, 28-9 in that first quarter. Second quarter, they backed it off a little bit, but still were able to outscore Manchester by 11 points, 14-3. That gives the Whiteoak Lady Cats a 30-point lead at halftime, 42-12, over top of the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. Now, Craig and I were talking off camera. Despite what the scoreboard shows, the Manchester Lady Greyhounds look like a better ball club than one that would only have 12 points here at halftime against the Whiteoak Lady Cats with 42. I think that they're doing a lot of the right things. They're just not necessarily getting the baskets to fall and getting points up on the board. Hopefully they can do a little bit better in the second half. Of course, the Whiteoak fans would like it to continue just the way it is. Craig's going to have a whole lot more stats for you when we come back. But first, we're going to send it back to the studio to Miss Alana Mays for the studio update right here on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or baseball, no matter the sport, the Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support it. Games like these are possible due to booster support like the Manchester Athletic Boosters. The Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support this broadcast of Manchester sports. Wishing good luck to our Manchester Greyhounds. Go Greyhounds!
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Trot to Barry Chevrolet this November and see what your best deal dealer has to offer. Ready to gobble up great deals on your next vehicle? We have a feast of options. Whether you're looking for a family-friendly SUV, powerful truck, or gas-saving sedan, we have something for everyone. This month, enjoy incredible savings and financing offers that will make your wallet feel as full as your Thanksgiving plate. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and leave a like, comment, and review on our Facebook page. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding, family owned and operated since 1958.
Welcome back to the Baxla Tractor Sales Halftime Report. Mr. Craig Campbell is going to give us a much more in-depth look at our first half stats.
For the Manchester Lady Greyhounds, in that first quarter, they shot 2 for 9 inside the arc, 1 for 5 outside the arc for a total of 3 for 14. In the second quarter, they shot 1 for 5 inside the arc and 0 for 5 outside. They only had 10 shots that second quarter. That comes to 2 for 10. Total for the half, 2-point shots, 3 for 14. They did make that 1 3-pointer, 1 for 10, for a total of 4 for 24. That comes to a 17% field goal percentage. Like Ken was talking about, they handled the ball real well for the most part. They had some turnovers, tough defense by Whiteoak, but they did get 24 shots. They just had a little bit of trouble of putting those in the basket. 4 for 24 for 17%, and that's not going to do too well. But like I said, second game of the year, they'll be all right. They did have 17 turnovers, 8 in that first quarter and 9 in the second.
And, of course, that's playing against really tough five-guard set defense.
I would like to say that White Oak's defense may be the toughest they'll see. You know, the quickness, the pressure, yeah, it's tough.
No, I think there's a few coaches that might argue with you, but
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And this is my first game as well. So.
Rob Davis being one of them, I'm sure.
Yes.
Kevin Pickrell will probably argue with you on that. Oh, yeah, their defense is pretty good.
Yeah. We'll talk about how good they are when I do their game.
That's right.
All right, for the Lady Wildcats, they did have 5 players get in the scoring column. I failed to give you Manchester scoring. Let me go back to them. Destiny White Alexander had 2 points. Maddie Curtis had the 1. Bella 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Bella Hughes had 5 points. She made 1 3-pointer. And Mahala Brown, 2 buckets there for 4 points. And now we'll go to the Lady Wildcats. They shot 6 for 11 in that first quarter inside the arc. 4 for 8 outside the arc. They were 10 for 19 total in that first quarter. Second quarter, 5 for 10 from two-point land. 2 for 6 outside the arc for a total of 7 for 16. A lot of layups there, but they did shoot really well. They shot 6 for 14 behind the arc, 43%. That's going to win you some games. Total was 17 out of 35 from the field, 49%. Scoring for the Lady Wildcats, Kylie Ham had 3 baskets, 6 points. Jillian Lucas had 2 3-pointers and a single bucket for 8 points. Addison Roberts led all scores, 15 for her. She was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Addie Hauke with 9 points, and Tori Potts finished them out with 4.
Pretty good shooting and overall play for the White Oak Lady Cats in that first half. Again, they lead at 42-12 at half. We'll take one final break and be right back with second half action after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
The holidays. For many of us, they can be the happiest time of the year. But it's easy to get caught up in the craziness. As you scramble through your holiday list, don't forget the families who are struggling and the kids who don't have enough to eat. Your gift helps deliver food and resources to children and families who need them. So make a difference this year and put kids who need help on your holiday list. Giving feels good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about who's going to start this second half, Craig.
For the Lady Wildcats, we have Charlie Hauke, Kylie Ham, Addison Roberts, Addie Hauke, and Tori Potts. For the Manchester Lady Greyhounds, it's Destiny Alexander, Reagan Wyckoff, Faith Scott, Abby Naria, and Bella Hughes.
Lady Wildcats with the basketball. Ham drives the left-hand side of the lane and loses it away. Just couldn't keep a handle on it. Turnover to start things off for the Lady Cats.
It's like a 1-3-1 defense by the Lady Cats.
I think we're going to see a lot of different defensive sets throughout the season from White Oak. Again, that's going to have to be the way they do things. They don't have any height, so you got to use that speed and quickness of 5 guards playing pressure defense. Shot from the left side is no good by the Lady Greyhounds, but they will end up retaining possession as it goes out of bounds off White Oak on the rebound.
Abby Naria with nice hustle, ends up on the floor, saves possession.
Alexander looking to inbound. Goes in the corner to Wyckoff. Wyckoff dribbling around over on the left-hand side, passes out top to Hughes. Now right side Scott. And tries to feed it back in to Hughes on the cut. It's tipped away. It'll go out of bounds off Ham, I think. So Alexander will inbound again. Alexander, that's one of those early season mistakes. She hit the back of the backboard trying to pass it in. So that'll end up as a turnover. Lady Cats will end up with it. Roberts with the basketball out top. Off the screen, goes left side, passes left side to Ham. Open for the three, couldn't get it to go. Roberts able to get the rebound. She'll bring it back out, passes to Potts. They feed it inside to Charlie Hauke. Back to Potts and then Roberts. Addie Hauke to Ham. Inside Charlie Hauke, a little too much on that pass. Got loose, but Charlie steals it back. Tips it to twin sister Addie. Now Roberts for three. That one's short, and on the save, nope, Potts couldn't get it done. Ends up as a turnover for the Lady Cats.
Looks like Addison Roberts at the midcourt. We're going to have a matchup zone again.
Alexander to Hughes, left side corner. Hughes took one dribble, puts a running two-pointer up, no good, and on the rebound, we've got a dual possession. That is going to go the way of Manchester, I believe. Yep. 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Everybody came out of the locker room kind of sleepy, didn't they?
Yes. A little bit slower this third quarter to start out with.
Alexander will look to inbound underneath. Destiny Alexander, 5'6" sophomore, lobs it out top to Hughes. Hughes off the screen, gets a three-point look. That one off the mark, and on the rebound it's loose, tracked down by Potts. Lady Cats going to push it up the floor. Potts goes left side, Hauke. It just inside the three-point mark. That one no good. Roberts trying to get a steal. What do we have, a foul? Recovery foul?
We'll have a foul on the Lady Cats.
Foul
Roberts against Addison Roberts, yes.
A little too aggressive on that, trying to get the steal. Substitution for Manchester.
Mahala Brown into the game.
Going to replace Naria. Scott will bring it up the floor this time. She'll dribble right side, passes back out top to Wyckoff, and Roberts ties her up in a dual possession.
Looks like it's going the Wildcats' way, so that is a turnover for the Greyhounds.
No doubt about it. Addie Roberts always looking to see if she can get a steal. Left side three by Addie Hauke. It's good.
Addie Hauke took the second quarter off. She had those 3 threes in the first quarter. Now that she's starting the third just as well.
Maybe Dad was talking about shooting 17, not making 17 per game. She may have trouble shooting 17.
Yes.
Wyckoff with it, goes inside to Brown. Brown with a drop step, shot up, no good. And on the rebound, Potts with it. Outlet pass is going to go to Charlie Hauke. She'll stop over on the right-hand side. Passes left side, now Addie Hauke for another three. That one no good. Rebound fought for dual possession.
That's several dual possessions we've already had this third quarter.
So it will go the way of Manchester. By the way, we'll take a look at those stats in our post-game show and figure out who will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union. Hughes for a three in the corner, no good. And on the rebound, out of bounds off Whiteoak. So Manchester will get another look.
Gabby Arnett will come into the game for the Lady Greyhounds. She replaces Wyckoff.
Arnett looking to inbound, goes to Alexander, who is trapped in the corner in a double team and throws it to Hauke. Roberts will now have it. Up the floor, right side, Ham will try a three, and she bangs it home.
Kylie Ham with 9 points now in the game.
I think the White Oak Lady Cats are working on their three-point shots in this one. Another smart thing to do with a 5-guard set. Hughes with a basketball. She's open for a three. That one no good. Roberts with a rebound. Manchester struggling to get the shots to drop. They're getting looks. They just can't get them to fall. Ham off balance. That one no good. Hauke on the rebound, saves it right back into Manchester, and then Roberts steals it away. Another steal for Roberts. Out top, Addy taken away by Alexander. Alexander for the right side layup. It's good.
Destiny Alexander on the board. That's her fourth point, first field goal.
Roberts will have it. Goes up the floor to Potts out on the right side wing. Manchester, I think, in a zone. Potts, right side to Hauke. Charlie Hauke driving in, can't get it to go. Roberts on a putback, no good. And then the rebound controlled by Manchester and a recovery foul committed by Whiteoak.
That foul goes against Charlie Hauke. Number 3 on Charlie. 1 in each quarter thus far.
Thanks again to Baxla Tractor Sales with locations in Seaman and Batavia, a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Visit baxlatractor.com.
Substitution, Lady Greyhounds, they have Maddie Curtis into the game, and for the Lady Wildcats, Jillian Lucas. She's going to replace Charlie Hauke with those 3 fouls.
Craig, if you're looking for a Christmas idea for me, you can find it at baxlatractor.com. One of those Kawasaki side-by-sides would work well. A Kubota would also be okay, too. Any of the side-by-sides, they're all good.
Okay, no problem. Gotcha.
Roberts for a three. No good, and Scott on the rebound, tied up in a dual possession. It's going to stay with Whiteoak as they look to inbound. And they get it to Hauke, and it's lost away as Scott comes up with a steal, and she's fouled.
Whiteoak tends to do that recovery foul quite a bit. That's several, and that's Jillian Lucas, and that's her first.
Well, it's not going to matter a whole lot in this game, but we talked about it before, Craig. If they get in foul trouble against the right team, it's a problem.
Absolutely.
Scott across the timeline to Alexander. They try to go into Brown. It's tipped away. It'll end up out of bounds off Whiteoak.
Whiteoak not holding back on the pressure. They're still picking up at midcourt on this zone defense.
Down to 2 minutes to go in the third. Alexander with it on the inbound. And they're trying to get her caught in a double team. She gets rid of it, and it's stolen away as Arnett couldn't hang on to it. Up the floor it will go. Lucas, reverse layup. Oh, couldn't get it to go, but Roberts there with a putback. That also will miss. And the rebound now controlled by Brown. She's going to have to go ahead and put it on the floor. Now finds Scott. Ahead it goes. Down underneath, lost away by Curtis, and then we have a recovery foul by Manchester.
I believe that's going to be against Maddie Curtis. It is.
Whiteoak in control of this one, 48-14. In fact, we have hit the running clock. And Whiteoak will have the basketball. Just over a minute to go here in the third. Lucas to Roberts. She'll try a three, and it's good.
Addison Roberts with 16 plus 2 free throws, 18 points.
That's a nice game for Roberts, the senior. Alexander with the basketball left side. Gets double teamed. Having trouble. Gets rid of it to Arnett. Now they'll get Brown. Brown inside the paint is fouled.
Just like that right there. That was nice ball movement. Maddie Curtis hit Brown in the post, and she picked up the foul. Tori Potts will pick up that foul. That's her second, team fourth.
Manchester looking to inbound. They'll find Brown left-hand side. She had it tipped loose. She's able to track it back down. And then we have a timeout called by Manchester to save the possession. With 19 seconds to go in the third quarter, we'll take one as well. We're back right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. In November, there's really only one dish that we gather our entire family around the table to enjoy, and that's pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza, where right now you could get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, and it's just $13.99. Be thankful for their fast, snappy delivery and order online at snappytomato.com. Snappy Delivery.
For those of you watching on GoodGuysRadioTV.com or on the Good Guys Radio TV Facebook or YouTube channel, you can see those pink team shoes worn by the Whiteoak Lady Cats. I think Ham started that last year, and now the whole team wears pink shoes. Potts ends up with a steal ahead to Roberts on the layup, no good. Rebound controlled by the Lady Greyhounds. Outlet pass to Scott, and she's fouled. But that will be the end of the third quarter. So that foul will be charged as a foul, but unless it's unless we're in the bonus.
Yep, it was the team
All right,
fifth.
so they will go ahead and shoot this. So Scott will go out there and shoot 2 free throws. That, of course, was the big change last year in the way we do the free throws or the team fouls and all that good stuff. I'd kind of forgotten about it too, Craig.
Yes,
had you?
I had.
She gets the first one to go.
That's not the team 7th.
And the second one goes as well. So that'll make the score 51-16. We'll take a break and be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Manchester Lady Greyhounds will have the basketball to start things off in the we're already in the second half, the fourth quarter. As Alexander drives in right side, couldn't get it to go. Back the other direction, Lady Cats have it. Ham, right side, Curtis for a long 3, and that's good.
Jillian Lucas now with 11 points. She is a nice-looking freshman for sure.
And with the basketball in the corner, Hughes passes back out to Arnett. Whiteoak might be backing off the double team at least a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Now Alexander with it out top.
Looks like straight man-to-man, Ken.
Arnett. Alexander. Now right side it goes to Hughes. She thought about it. Now she decides to put the 3 shot up. That one off the mark. It'll end up out of bounds off the Greyhounds.
Substitution for the Lady Greyhounds, Jessa Tadlock, number 20, is the 5'4" freshman. She replaces Faith Scott, the 5'3" freshman.
A lot of young players. Alexander almost gets a steal. Whiteoak able to track it down. Roberts will have it. Again, Lady Greyhounds are continuing to give it their all. Addie Hauke for a 3-point shot, no good. And on the rebound, it's lost out of bounds by the Lady Cats.
Another substitution for the Lady Greyhounds, Kinley Truesdell. Another one of those freshmen. She's a 5'8" freshman. She replaces Brown.
Big freshman class. What are there, 6? Yeah, 6, 7. 7 freshmen on the squad. Hughes with it out top against Roberts, and Roberts taking it away, showing that senior experience, and then the recovery foul committed by Manchester.
Foul goes against Bella Hughes, her first foul of the game.
Not a bad foul, by the way, because it stopped what would have been a layup. Second time Roberts has had a layup taken away from her, isn't it?
Yes. We have Maddie Curtis back into the game for the Lady Greyhounds.
Halke will inbound to Roberts. Roberts tried a hook pass into Potts. She almost didn't get it. And Ham gets one to Roberts down underneath, and back out it goes. Good ball movement. Lucas for another three, and it's another good one.
Oh, Jillian Lucas now with 14 points. That's 4 3-pointers for her.
Make it 57-16. It's Manchester continuing to struggle to get points up on the board. And in the backcourt, there's a scramble for it. What do we got? Dual possession.
Manchester will keep the possession. We have another substitution. The Lady Wildcats. It's Charlie Halke back in the game, replaces Addison Roberts.
Alexander will inbound to Hughes. Hughes with the basketball, dribbling left-hand side, hands it off over there to Truesdale. Truesdale, and now it's taken away. With it is going to be Ham on the layup, partially blocked, and the putback no good, but she's fouled. That's going to put Ham on the free throw line. The senior, Kylie Ham, shooting 2.
Truesdale with that foul for the Lady Greyhounds, her first, and that's the team's second in this quarter.
Stick with us for our post-game show. We will be talking to head coach Ron Harris after this one, as he will get his first win of the season.
Kylie Ham in double figures. That's her 10th point.
Don't forget to check out GoodGuysRadioTV.com for live telecast coverage of all of your favorite teams. You can also check out our vast library of past events. Just click on Video Archives, and you can watch those anytime on demand for free. You can buy the download if you want. If you want to keep that game, but you don't have to do that. You can watch any archived game for free. Lady Greyhounds with the basketball. Right-hand side, Tadlock had it, and then taken away. Now the Lady Cats will push it up the floor. What do we got? Timeout? Yeah, timeout's called on the floor. We're going to take one as well. 58-16, Whiteoak leading Manchester. We're back after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or baseball, no matter the sport, the Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support it. Games like these are possible due to booster support like the Manchester Athletic Boosters. The Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support this broadcast of Manchester sports. Wishing good luck to our Manchester Greyhounds. Go Greyhounds!
Welcome back courtside. Everybody's slow to come out of the timeout. Was it a 30 or was it a 60?
It was just a 30.
Yep, it is just a 30. Elena's just playing the ads real fast back in the studio. That's what it is. We'll blame Elena Mays.
Coach Johnson still coaching them up, giving them some nice pep talk there. Never give up.
Well, never pass up a coachable moment. With the basketball, Halke. That's Addie Halke. Drives the baseline, kicks it out to Ham. Now Lucas for another 3, and wow, it's another good one.
Wow, exactly. Jillian Lucas is a 3-point sharpshooter, 17 now.
And only a freshman. Manchester with the basketball, and Tadlock struggling, had it tipped, and it ends up out of bounds with Tadlock touching it last. So that'll be a turnover.
Got Jada Combs into the game for the Lady Wildcats. She's a freshman, one of the two.
By the way, there we were falsely blaming things on our producer back in the studio. We do want to thank her for doing a fabulous job. And speaking of fabulous jobs, Addie Halke nails another three-point shot.
Speak of a sharpshooter, she has 5 3-pointers this game for a total of 15 points.
Alexander loses her footing. The ball's loose. Hauke tracks it down, gets it to Charlie Hauke. Now ahead they go, down underneath. Jada Combs, another freshman on the floor, gets 2. Make it 66-16, Whiteoak leading. Hughes with the basketball, dumps it off down underneath, and Truesdell was scared by the defense, tried to pass it back out, and then Whiteoak loses it away, but the Greyhounds turn it back over. So it will go back to the Lady Cats. Lucas will have it on the inbound. Dribbling it out at the half court. Gets it to Charlie Hauke for a monster NBA range 3.
From the volleyball line, that's her first basket. She should be shooting more.
Maybe she shot all the other ones too close.
Probably.
But the basketball, Hughes drives in left side off the glass, no good, but she's fouled, and Hughes will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Foul goes against the Wildcats' Jada Combs. She's got 2 now in the game.
I want to thank another one of our season sponsors, Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. And speaking of Health Source of Ohio, thankfully they allow us to borrow Craig in the evenings to call basketball. You spend all day with Health Source, right?
I do. Health Source of Ohio. Seaman Pharmacy.
That free throw missed, and it ends up out of bounds after a struggle for the basketball. Last touch by Manchester. So Whiteoak with the final 38 seconds on the clock here. Lucas with the basketball. Up the floor, left side, Hauke, Addie Hauke for another 3. That one no good. Hughes will have it on the outlet pass. Hughes pushing it up the floor, has to back it out, gets it to Alexander. Alexander, top of the key for 3. It's no good. Ball tipped around. Ham comes up with it. They double team Ham. She gets rid of it to Charlie Hauke. Off balance 3, and it still goes.
Charlie Hauke with 2 quick 3s here in this fourth quarter, 6 points.
It's been all 3s, hadn't it? The one inside made by Combs for 2. I think the rest of them were 3s.
It was.
Well, that'll be our final score. The Whiteoak Lady Cats put an impressive 72 points up on the board as they defeat the Manchester Lady Greyhounds 72-16. Stick with us. Our post-game show coming up right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Trot to Barry Chevrolet this November and see what your best deal dealer has to offer. Ready to gobble up great deals on your next vehicle? We have a feast of options. Whether you're looking for a family-friendly SUV, powerful truck, or gas-saving sedan, we have something for everyone. This month, enjoy incredible savings and financing offers that will make your wallet feel as full as your Thanksgiving plate. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and leave a like, comment, and review on our Facebook page. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Hey, sports fan! Did you know the OHSAA is among the national leaders in social media? Check out the OHSAA's social media platforms for news, tournament information, accomplishments, helpful links, and all the items available in the fan guide, including photos, DVDs, and publications. Check out OHSAA Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And who knows, you may be the next featured face.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie and Son Trucking.
Welcome back to our post-game show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at individual scoring, scoring by the quarters. Whiteoak outscoring Manchester in the first quarter by 19 points, 28-9. Also outscored them in the second quarter, only by 11 that time, 14-3. That gave Whiteoak a 30-point lead at halftime with the score 42-12. In the third quarter, Whiteoak backed off of it a little bit, only outscored Manchester by 5 points in that quarter, 9-4, but that gave them a 35-point lead. At that point, we were in the running clock, and throughout that fourth quarter, Manchester unable to score in that fourth quarter, but the flip side, the Whiteoak Lady Cats decided to pretty much shoot all threes except for one 2-point basket made by Combs, and they outscore Manchester 21-0 in the fourth and final. To make your final score, Whiteoak 72, Manchester 16. So congratulations to the Whiteoak Lady Cats as they defeat Manchester tonight, 72-16. We'll take another quick break. Head coach Ron Harris will be joining us. We'll also have individual as well as team stats, and we'll name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. All that right after this on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding. Family owned and operated since 1958.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. In November, there's really only one dish that we gather our entire family around the table to enjoy, and that's pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza, where right now you can get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, and it's just $13.99. Be thankful for their fast, snappy delivery and order online at snappytomato.com. Snappy Delivery.
Southern Ohio is nationally known as the hot spot for trophy whitetail deer hunting. That's why the Dickey Group Realtors receive multiple calls every day from whitetail deer hunters who are looking to purchase land in Southern Ohio. So if you have property, no matter how large or small, the Dickey Group Realtors want to talk to you. It's deer season right now, so strike while the iron is hot. Call Jeff Dickey today at 937-393-7222 or visit thedickeygroup.com.
Whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or baseball, no matter the sport, the Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support it. Games like these are possible due to booster support like the Manchester Athletic Boosters. The Manchester Athletic Boosters are proud to support this broadcast of Manchester sports. Wishing good luck to our Manchester Greyhounds. Go Greyhounds!
I'm concerned I saw pretty much what I thought I would see, and that is a very quick 5-guard set out of the Lady Wildcats. What I did not expect to see was the phenomenal 3-point shooting.
Yeah, we probably I'll have to go back and look. I think we took the same amount of shots per game as we normally did last year, but they're just going in now. I keep telling everybody we're not shy to shoot it, but we just got to get it to go in a little bit more.
Well, they didn't have any trouble getting it to go in at all tonight. I was pretty impressed with your players. I know that you've got the Hauke twins. I did not know. I had not had an opportunity to watch Jillian Lucas. Does she always shoot threes like that?
I've downplayed her a little bit, but I can probably only do it for one game, and then everybody's going to know. She's a very good freshman. She's been playing when I first came here, we started high school AAU team just to get the girls more experience. And she was in 6th grade, going into 6th grade. And she played with us on the junior and senior AAU team. And held her own out there. I mean, she's 4 or 5 years younger than everybody. And she's been doing that. She competes really hard. And you all know her mom.
We do.
She's not going to let her slack off at all. And she's a warrior.
Let's go back to the Hauke twins real quick. Charlie and Addie, again, some pretty fabulous three-point shooting. In fact, Addie had 3 in the first quarter, if I remember correctly, and she kind of went quiet after that until near the end of the game, but certainly came out and got everybody's attention.
Yeah, the good thing about this year is we don't have to focus on a single shooter. I think we legitimately have 5 of our 7 players right now can knock the 3 down at least 30% clip, and not many teams are coming out denying the 3 ball on 4 players. And then when you do, we're quick enough to be able to drive past you. Couple possessions, we had really good backside movement, and we drove and kicked back door, and it looked really good. We probably left 10-plus points on the board at least off of missed layups off of those reads, but
it's early.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse for us because we don't take a whole bunch of time off. We're not a real rusty crew. So it was good. We're still learning with rotation and how to get subs in and not mess up the flow and what to do when certain groups are in. I know with 7 people you can't make many groups, but it does change because only 3 people out there have varsity experience. The other ones that today was their first day of getting experience.
Well, last year you made the comment quite often that you had 2 basketball players and a team full of athletes. Yeah. This year, is it more ball players that's really this is their primary sport?
Primary is a hard word here at this school.
Well, any small school, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially here with us being the smallest, everybody plays in another sport. I would say game court time, Tori Potts probably has the most experience. I mean, she's a senior, but still, Kylie's probably next. Addie Roberts has been with me the entire time that I've been here. She's the only, her and Ellie, who will join us later in the month, but Addie's the only one who made it through, who's the one I started with and is still here for 4 years. So, I mean, yeah, they're definitely ball players. The twins put in a lot of work. Jillian puts in a lot of work, but they also do play other sports, and they take them serious.
Yeah.
Twins are good at cross country, and Charlie and Kylie played volleyball. Addie played volleyball, softball. Tori played soccer against the boys because we had the team that played girls and boys. Tori's out there knocking boys down.
Right.
So,
well, they all have pretty good foot speed. I thought your defense looked good. And, of course, the pink shoes, and now I see him coming out of there with orange shoes.
Yeah, I don't like to look basic. It's just a feel that you get when you walk in and you're looking different than everybody else. And they don't make many orange things, so when they do, Nike actually put those up on the website, and I bought them the first day.
So, but those are just your wear to the game shoes.
Yeah, those are we got Nike outfits and new shoes and all that, and then we got our pink shoes for game day. We actually have another pink pair that we had for the summertime. We just got these pink ones.
Yeah.
They like these ones a little better. But we always try. It's just something for even the younger kids to look up to and be like, hey, I want that one day.
Yeah.
Versus everybody. And Whiteoak, as long as I'm here, we'll always have team shoes at least.
Yeah.
Don't want everybody out there, you're not individuals. So we have a uniform, and shoes are part of that uniform.
Right. That's the way it was when Craig and I played way back in the day. We played with rocks back then.
The Converses.
Right. Yeah, Chuck Taylor's. That was the only kind of shoe you had. So it was that or barefoot.
These are a little bit more comfortable than some Chucks.
Yeah. But, we actually did have Nikes, and our coach, made us we all had the team shoes, and that was a big deal. We all walked in the gym looking the same. We all had the same warm-ups like that, the travel stuff, although we usually traveled, had to wear a sweater or a tie, if I remember correctly. But we would then, from that point, we were all matching. So We all had the same team jackets and everything. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but,
we've with the help of other people, some parents, they have different fees that they pay, and then we've had sponsors help us out with some team gear in the past, and so far since I've been here, we've had at least team shoes on the court. The last 2 years, we've had travel shoes, and hopefully that stays like that. Hopefully inflation goes down a little bit. And it's lucky I had 7 people and not 16 like last year.
Right. The bill's a little less.
Yeah, it helped. It helped.
Well, one pretty cool thing that folks, if they haven't caught you out in public, may not realize is that Coach also wears those same pink shoes. I saw you with those on Friday night at the previews, I think it was.
Those weren't our game shoes, but I do have them.
Yeah.
Every game shoe that we have, I buy first and wear them and play in them and make sure they feel good and have support. We don't have room for ankle injuries and all those kind of things. And if you don't have comfortable shoes, your knees start wearing out. And I know they're young, but it's still a thing. So, yeah, and I do have a few too many pairs of shoes. So when we buy new cool stuff, it's another one to add to my collection too.
Right.
So.
Well, that kind of seems to be a coaching thing. I know Coach Quentin Williams at Fairfield would say that same thing. He's quite the avid collector, I believe, of basketball shoes.
I have some shoes that I've walked in here, and some of the boys' players like, hey, where'd you get those, or what are those? And got a couple custom pairs that I had personally made. I have some Whiteoak color shoes that are the only pair in the world of a Kobe Bryant shoe. And as soon as the first day I walked in, everybody's like, what are those?
So you actually wear them?
Yeah, I wear them. Not very often. They were very expensive. So
right. I'd say most people that collect them kind of keep them in the box.
Yeah, it'll be a special, maybe a big game if we're playing. I'll probably wear them in the Princeton Holiday Tournament we're in. I don't usually dress up when we're playing non-league teams. We'll wear more of like a travel gear.
Well, it's early in the season. You can make nice, big, bold statements and say you're going to wear them to the state championship.
I wish. I would buy a whole bunch of custom shoes if it meant we went to the state championship. Have a different one for each year, but
we'll put the parents on notice.
Well, with the way that the tournaments have restructured, it's going to be interesting this year.
Yeah, 7 divisions.
There's no more sectional, so these big banners sitting behind you that are district banners, it's a little more obtainable. And if we play, I've seen the teams that are in our district, if we continue to improve and we start cleaning some things up, this group might be able to push to get one of these up here.
I think you can get it done, Coach. I want to thank you for joining us. Anything we left out that you did want to mention? I know it's early in the season, first game.
We got everybody good on the board, and one freshman who is starting to learn. She doesn't have a whole lot of court time experience in general, obviously not at a high level, but Jada Combs came in and gave us some pretty good minutes, playing good defense and stepping up and helping, and actually got our first varsity points. And I'll be honest, I didn't know if that would happen this year.
Yeah.
But everybody's got varsity points now, so we don't have to worry about it, and jitters are out, hopefully.
That's right. Got it all out of the way. Coach, you don't have another game until next week, is that right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, going to face off against Eastern on December 2nd, and we, of course, will have that game on 99.5 The Edge.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach.
All right,
Head
thank
Coach
you guys.
Ron Harris with your Coach's Comment Show. We'll take another quick break and be back to look at stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game right after this.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Trot to Barry Chevrolet this November and see what your best deal dealer has to offer. Ready to gobble up great deals on your next vehicle? We have a feast of options. Whether you're looking for a family-friendly SUV, powerful truck, or gas-saving sedan, we have something for everyone. This month, enjoy incredible savings and financing offers that will make your wallet feel as full as your Thanksgiving plate. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and leave a like, comment, and review on our Facebook page. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Trying to find a durable new look for your retail office, house, garage, or new barn dominium? Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding has added 2 new profiles within the past year that would make great options. A heavier 26-gauge metal board and batten with several colors to choose from adds a fresh new look to any project regardless of size. Or come in and check out our new options for standing seam. If it's steel roofing and siding, it comes from Higgins. Located in Hillsboro and Jackson, Higgins Steel Roofing and Siding, family owned and operated since 1958.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. In November, there's really only one dish that we gather our entire family around the table to enjoy. And that's pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza, where right now you could get a large 2-topping pizza and a 2-liter of Pepsi or Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, and it's just $13.99. Be thankful for their fast, snappy delivery and order online at snappytomato.com. Snappy delivery.
From the line, Bella Hughes had 5 points. Faith Scott had 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 2 points. And Mahala Brown had 2 baskets, 4 points. Manchester was 5 for 10 from the free throw line. That's a very good positive. They can increase and do better from the field, of course, but that was a product probably of Whiteoak's good defense. So, Manchester ended up shooting 5 for 34 from the field, and from the total field, and they ended up with way too many turnovers, according to Coach Johnson, and he's going to work on that and hit that pretty hard. But once again, I always go back to, you play your game, and then White Oak played a really good defense. So Manchester will improve with all those 7 freshmen. They're going to be okay. Let's move over to the winning team on the scoreboard, the Lady Wildcats of White Oak. They had 7 players reach the scoring column. Jada Combs had a single basket there in the fourth quarter, 2 points. Charlie Hauke, 2 big threes there in the fourth quarter, 6 points. Kylie Ham, 10 points, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Jillian Lucas, that super freshman, 17 points, 5 of those from beyond the arc. 15 outside the arc, 1 single bucket. And Addison Roberts, 18 points. She shot 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Addie Hauke, 15 points, all of those from behind the arc. Tori Potts had 2 single field goals, 4 points. Total of 72 points for the Lady Wildcats. They shot exceptionally well from the field. 12 for 29 from inside the arc, 41% for the game. And listen to this, 15 for 30 outside the arc, 50% outside the three-point line, for a total of 27 for 59, 45% from the field.
I don't know if they can do that every night.
Nope.
If they can, they're going to be deadly.
Yeah, they shot 6 for 8 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter. In the second half, they were 9 for 17. So, I mean, those weren't just easy. Those were some transition threes, and, some Manchester putting up some good defense. So, if they continue to shoot like that, they will be in good shape. So, the Lady Wildcats had 2 for 4 from the free throw line. They only shot 4 free throws, and they only had 11 turnovers for the game. So, Coach Harris has got to be pleased with that first game.
Yeah, I would think that he would be. Like you said, ball handling was excellent. Didn't get much time on the free throw line, and they might have had a few more fouls than he would probably like to see. But, again, overall, a great way to start off the season. Craig, I think that means we have one final thing to do, and that's to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ken. White Oak did have 4 players reach double figures. We, with some extra thought here, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, the first game jitters here. But I go back to a combination of everything, the game, the defense, not only the scoring, but the defense, the rebounding and all that, steals. And it came back to Addison Roberts with that senior leadership, 18 points. Coach Harris said she doesn't score a lot. She's not always recognized for her good defense, but tonight she's going to be recognized for that great defense and for scoring 18 points.
Well, she was certainly involved in a lot of different plays this evening. I know at one point I made a comment about her always trying to get a hand on the ball. She was pretty good about tipping that ball out, getting some steals. So she created her own opportunities to get some of those points.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we don't keep deflections, but she had several of those, if not a lot of those. And we go back, she got a couple of those layups taken away from her that were she could have had a couple more buckets.
Yeah, you're right. She could have had 4 more points that she was fouled to stop the layup.
Yes.
All right, Addie Roberts, congratulations. She will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game, and congratulations to the Whiteoak Lady Cats as they defeat the Manchester Lady Greyhounds. We do have a game for you tomorrow night here on 99.5 The Edge. That will be Eastern at Georgetown. So a cross-conference matchup, Eastern Lady Warriors from the SHAC and the Georgetown Lady G-Men from the SBAAC. So a cross-conference matchup tomorrow night for you here on 99.5 The Edge, and then we'll be back with more basketball starting Monday with a full week of game schedule. That'll do it for Craig and I. I want to thank Elena Roberts, that's Addison Roberts, our Snappy Tomato Player of the Game. Elena Mays, our engineer, back in the studio for 99.5 The Edge, and Matt Hildebrand, our engineer tonight on Good Guys Radio TV. For Craig Campbell, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening.
Gotcha.